Hi, my name is David P Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. One way we do that, particularly whenever we're entrusted with representing a client who's charged with DUI murder or something involving a DUI that gets a lot of local media attention, is to make sure first we know how to handle the situation, right? To make sure we know what is in our client's best interest, not only at the first court date, not only at the second court date, but big picture. And that is something that is learned over time through experience, through understanding what we're in it for, which a lot of times you don't want to win the battle but lose the war, in the sense of, well, there's a lot of cameras in the courtroom. You feel compelled that you as the attorney have to say this whole song and dance like you see on TV. But what we do at our firm is we always take a step back and we say, if we say anything at all, in general, let alone when there's cameras in the courtroom, how is that benefiting our client? Because if it's not, then we're not going to say it. It's not about us. It's not about the firm. In many instances, those first court appearances after someone lost their life in a DUI collision is not even necessarily even about our client. It's about the people who lost their lives. It's about those grieving families. And it's about making sure that you don't start off a case on the wrong foot. So imagine a situation where, you represent a client and you're there and you're at a DUI arraignment, the first court appearance after a collision, a tragic collision where one people or multiple people, even worse, lost their life. And you know that there's a good chance that your client's not going to have bail, right? There's going to be no bail. So they're going to have to stay in custody during the pendency of this case. And you know that with a DUI murder charge and severe felony DUI cases, a lot of times, if the client is convicted, they're going to have to do a significant amount of time in custody. And you're up there arguing for this and for that, and this is an outrage, and my poor client, and so on and so forth, right? Because that's what you think as the attorney the client may want to hear. You're doing your client a disservice. And that's not something that we're a part of, right? You don't have to be outwardly aggressive for show if you don't have the substance to back it up. And that is the value a lot of times in hiring a locally experienced, highly qualified, and highly experienced criminal defense firm like mine for these types of serious cases, because we're not going to be moved by the moment. We're not going to adjust what we say, how we do it, because who's in the courtroom if it involves a camera or the media. We're certainly mindful of that, just like we're mindful of who the judge is, who the prosecutor is. But everything we say is centered around what's in the best interest of our clients today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And far too often we see attorneys who are not grounded in that regard. And it winds up costing, forget about their own reputation, it winds up costing their client, because you lose the ear of the DA. You lose the ear of the court. In some instances, you lose the ear of the public if there's a way to communicate a message about who your client really is in an effective, appropriate, professional, and timely manner. And I think really that's one of our greatest assets that we provide to our clients whenever they're charged with serious felony cases and there's some media involvement and we're concerned about what the public may think based on what they see on TV. If you find yourself in a high-profile case, you think media is going to be there, you think media is not going to be there, bottom line is you need an experienced professional law firm, an experienced professional criminal defense law firm with experience in that courtroom, in that courthouse, in that community by your side. We are one of those firms, a very small handful of those firms that can handle your case at such a high level. And we are just one phone call away at 619-295-3555. Again, my name is David Shapiro, San Diego criminal lawyer.